All right, everyone. So, in honor of the winter solstice, December 21st, and the lovely conversations that I had with some individuals today, I am going to prepare the numerology energy for you guys for 2026. And of course, my first love, numerology, astrology is second, astronumerology third. The most accurate is astronumerology. However, remember, numerology is the key to unlocking truths in your individual lives. So I'm going to also put up somewhere, I'm going to try to add it in my video to where you can remember how to calculate what your year number is. And you take your attitude number and you add that to whatever the year is. And 2026 is a 1 energy. So if you are born January 1st, that is 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So the overall energy for you is going to be 3. So that's your year would be 3. And then beneath that, you will have other themes, right? Depending on where different energies fall in your chart. So let's start with the beginning. 2026 is a 1 year that's made of the 2 energy and the 6 energy. So that's new relationships, new movement in the home, new energy in the home, a need to be nurtured. This also deals with the 6 for health, meaning a new way to take care of your health, take care of the energy of the health yourself, and also a time to returning to your body, meaning returning to yourself, returning to why you are here. So that's returning to the purpose. Why did you incarnate into this world at this time? Lots of new beginnings, changes in leadership. In essence, starting new jobs, new careers, that kind of energy that's happening. That is the overall energy for number 1 for 2026. So you're going to take that energy and you're going to combine it with your individual energies, because everyone's going to feel that 1 energy on some level. All right, so pay attention to the 1 energy. And of course, January being the first month, that energy is going to be important because it's going to be strongly felt. It's going to come back around in when? The 10th month, October. Okay, because you have both 1 energies. So this 1 energy is going to be like really important every month, but particularly January and October. So now, what if you discover that you have a 1 energy? That means that whatever's happening in the world, you're going to be lining up with that in your life, right? So if you see a lot of people getting new jobs, new relationships, new paths, you're going to be seeing that in your life as well. Now, this is not to say that you're in a committed relationship and you're going to leave that person, but you might. And it also means that you might have your relationship go in a new direction, because health is a focus. And that means that perhaps someone has a health concern that they have to deal with. And now someone takes on a new role. Maybe someone becomes more of a caretaker in the relationship. Okay. In addition to that, there's always sub energies that take place. And I'm going to give you a sub energy for the number 1. And I'm going to pull the sub energy of a lesson card. So this means that throughout the year, in addition of having that 1 energy, you're going to also have a lesson that is going to show up in your life, and you're going to deal with it. And let's see what that is. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So for the entire year, the lesson that you're going to have to learn or be focused on learning is going to be about success and love. And this is for those of you who are in the 1 energy for 2026. Now, what does that look like? That means that you could learn to love yourself, right? Because the 1 energy is the self, the body, you, and perhaps you have been neglecting yourself in favor of others. So maybe this is a time for you to achieve a level of success within the body. Okay. This could also mean in some form of success in a career path, in a job, in education. Perhaps you finish your degree that you actually started before, or this is the time where you finally settle on what your education path is going to be, and you go for it and you don't give up, right? And then you also are going to be focused on learning to love yourself and love others and the world. It all starts within. If you do not have love for yourself, you truly cannot love others effectively. Okay? Now, there's another energy that's for everyone. And for the one energy, this is going to be the numerology guidance. And so, what numerology, from a numerology standpoint, what energy actually is going to be impacting you, who is the one? And that is physical activity. So, physical activity, and this actually is the it's very interesting because it is the 13-4, which is a karmic number in numerology. And the one being the body. So this is perfect, right? Perfect for you to where this year, 2026, you're going to need to focus on the body and moving the body and allow the energy that is needed to improve the body in physical ways. You choose the physical ways. This is a karmic number, and the karmic number is you're going to have to balance your needs at home with the needs of yourself. And you're going to have to make time for yourself. If you do that, you can have a positive impact on your body, thus a positive impact on your health. If you do not, you will suffer this year. Plain and simple. Okay? So when it comes to the energy of the health for the one person, this could mean, in line with that, you're starting a new diet. Many people do that in January and quit it by March. You're starting a new exercise routine. You're starting a new mental routine. So maybe you're meditating more. Maybe you're working on not doing an activity such as negative self-talk. So maybe you're doing those type of things. Maybe you're joining groups to where you can focus on building yourself up, such as going to a sound therapy group to where everybody's trying to raise their vibration. It is very important that you give yourself at least 90 days to stick to that new activity. And when you do that, reevaluate it at the end of the 90 days and decide if you need to do another thing. Okay? Now, when it comes to relationships, for those of you with the one energy, then relationships are seen in a lot of different things, but that 6 is relationship material. The 2 is relationship material. So in a 1 year, then January is going to be a month that relationships become a center place for you. You're going to be focused on those relationships and focus on what they mean to you. And then you're going to also look to I'm sorry, not the February, but the May, because May is going to be another energy that is going to be associated with relationships, a change in your relationship status. And this is up to you whether it's good or bad, but it's going to see you maybe reevaluate the need for a relationship or taking it to the next level. That kind of energy is going to be there. So pay attention to that. Also pay attention to enemies, because in those 2 months, you will also see where someone does not have your best interest at heart. And it would give you a chance to evaluate whether or not that person is meant to be in your life. And this is, of course, not just romantic. Okay, these are friends, family, romance, of course, co-workers. So even dealing with a relationship of a job and deciding, does that align with who you are? And then if you're choosing the self, which 2026 calls for you to choose the self, then you would decide to terminate those relationships. Overall, is 2026 a good year? For a lot of people, yes, because it's a fresh start. The healing process is going on, and it is a chance for you to now say, oh, I'm at the lowest that I can go. I've lost so much in 2025. Now I'm climbing back up. Okay, so that's it for the number 1. I'm going to make separate videos for some of the other ones, so these videos don't be too long. Follow me, share the video. If you have questions, comments, leave them below. 2026, my focus is on educating, numerology, astrology, astronumerology, and all of the spiritual realms. So you have your questions. My goal is to get to them during 2026. Take care.